Okay, usually when, we wake up, sometimes we don't say a word, and some other times we go straight into deep conversations, okay? Early in the morning, like I'm talking about 9. I mean, if that's considered early. Is it?
Sometimes 7:30.
Yeah,
even.
Yeah, it's true. So, and Daisy was actually telling me something very interesting that you want to share, and it's about, she was talking about loneliness.
Yeah.
Do you wanna say what you were telling me?
For a long time, I feel loneliness. After I divorced, even in the crowded, you are my best friend, she's my daughter, sometimes my son, I was feeling so alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became to change, but I didn't know why I feel so alone in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily today I watched some video. One of the guests was a psychiatrist and the host was abuser and he was a man. Yeah, it's very interesting. They were talking about, and then they come in this topic and they said, you know why we are lonely? Because we don't talk about our vulnerability, our insecure things, our the much bother us things we don't share. We are all, in the surface. We talk, hi, how are you? Let's do this, let's do that, and then we are all fine and smiling fine, but we are still in that area. And when you feel like that, you cannot be in crowded. You feel lonely, and they are right.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing in my situation.
So you are experiencing exactly that.
Yes, I experienced before I went to Turkey this year. When I learned the loneliness in that sense, when I went to Turkey, I put myself vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
I talk everything. I don't care what they think.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting not in a rude way. It's just my thought. It's just me. I mean, I'm thinking like that, kind of.
Okay. Now.
And they become to share their vulnerability too.
Of course, yeah. If you open yourself, everybody else opens up. That's
and
cool.
Becoming to be intimate relation in that way.
I heard you in the past also, talking about how it is difficult to find the right man, And my next question is, I mean, you're a very attractive woman and very pleasant to be with and spend time with, very happy or, very, positive and so on. So also, have you ever thought of being with a woman?
No.
I mean,
not at all.
No, never.
No. As a friendship, it's very difficult to connect with women.
Yeah.
With lesbians, yes, you are a very, very best friend, but not woman.
Yeah. So you've never been attracted, like you see a beautiful woman and say, wow.
I say wow, but I don't feel that romantic feeling inside of me.
Not even physical attraction?
No.
Okay.
But with a man, relationship is very, very difficult because to put himself vulnerable, it's impossible. My husband was like that, but he was narcissistic.
Yeah.
One day put his vulnerability, one day put his, I'm the king of the world. I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to find balanced man. What do you think about loneliness?
What do I think about loneliness?
Yeah.
I was watching this documentary last night about... I'm about to trigger you, just saying.
Okay.
I was watching this documentary about these old people who are all alone. It was in Britain, and they're also in poverty. and they refuse to go into those care homes because to them going into an old person home is like accepting your death. You know, they still want to have independence, they still want to have their routines, their own surroundings. And it was so sad, the level of loneliness they were in. Like, there was this guy who was saying, oh, I used to be a very social person, now he has no one. And even his kids, like, they're not, he has a daughter, she's not calling him, and he is so afraid of feeling lonely that he is refusing to go upstairs to his room to sleep at night because he would rather be in the company of the TV than feel completely alone.
Wow, that's
So
very sad.
it was quite. And then there was a woman, she was also, you know, her husband, she got a divorce, and then she was alone like for the rest of her life, and she was talking to her furniture and her stuffed animals.
Oh my
like,
God!
and her
Wow.
mugs and her, you know, the inanimate objects had become her company because that's all she had.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think it's so unnatural for human beings to be so alone.
Yeah.
So loneliness is kind of like hunger. I think that if you feel it, you need to do something about it. Otherwise, it's not good for your health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I knew it was gonna bring up some emotions.
Yeah.
It's difficult to find people too. But I think it's more difficult not to be with anyone than to find the right person, you know?
Yeah.
You have to find people, even if they're not perfect. It's like, you know, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're not even perfect for each other.
But
We just make it work. Like,
you know,
be
you
alone.
talk. You are not perfect, but you talk. To find a man who talks about the feelings, it's impossible for me.
Oh, like emotionally vulnerable. Well, it doesn't have to be just a romantic partner. Even friendships, even, you know, close.
Yeah, I
You
have.
can have close friendships with women and also a relationship with a man. Like, you can have a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right.
Like, it doesn't have to be
Right.
from one person.
Yeah,
And-
right.
and-
You are so right. To put everything in one person, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
I
And
think,
but I used to live like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really nice to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I feel I'm in therapy or something.
No, we don't have to post this. If you feel like I don't want you to post this, I won't post it, okay?
No, you can post. It's good for
Yeah.
my hiding myself, not to be vulnerable all the time, smiling woman.
I feel like we missed. I mean, we lost the the middle way because once because now there is loneliness like in the way we live our lives, and so we lost a sense of community. The village feeling like where I don't think people will feel so lonely. Like when you are in a village, people will feel it's like there is that community feeling, and there's always a neighbor who can pass by and and they give you some chicken broth because they know that you are not doing so well. Even that gesture is a loving gesture.
Yeah.
So there is more love felt in a community kind of setting, and I feel like we should go back to that in order to feel like we can stay in our homes and there are people around who care, and not just being totally abandoned, because you lose the connection. It's like really losing the connection, not just feeling alone in your space. Is really the loss of connection that makes feeling that
You are right too, but the fear to be in the village with these people, for me, because I came from Turkey.
Yeah.
These people are so nice,
Yeah.
so beautiful, so hospitality. They love to hug. They love to show their. But in the same time,
There's ignorance.
no. If you are not one of them, if you are not thinking like them,
Yes.
they are the enemy of you.
Yes.
You become to be witch for them.
Yeah.
It's kind of thing,
Yeah.
and they ignore you in that time.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is this lonely, to
Yeah.
be lonely
We
in
should-
We should start our
We
own
should,
community.
exactly.
Yeah.
We should have, there are many people who start communities for this
Yeah.
reason, because it's not coming anymore from that place of ignorance. If you're not like us, you don't belong to us.
Yeah.
It's a community where everybody accepts everybody's weirdness,
Yes.
everybody's,
Differences.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it should come more from a space of love,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, yeah,
It's the key is the love.
yeah,
The love who accept every weird thing
Yeah.
in the human being.
Yeah.
So if I wake up in the morning and I have some thoughts I want to share, and I know that, like for instance, political thoughts, say is not interested, you're not interested, I can go to somebody who's interested,
Yes.
and I can share and expand my views by talking about
Yes.
it. And you have, I don't know, you want to talk about science or neuroscience or whatever. I'm not interested, she's not interested, you can talk with somebody. So I feel like a community, because even when you find somebody you connect with, this somebody cannot be
Everything.
everything.
For sure.
You need a constant interaction with such a variety of people.
And also, you have to find this kind of people. They are open in different subjects.
yes,
They are open.
yes,
I mean,
Open-minded.
open-minded.
open-minded, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. All we have in this day and age, I think, to replace that is kind of like YouTube and things like that. So you don't feel alone. So,
Mhm.
you feel like there's people. You can hear a conversation and feel like they're listening to it. At least that's how I feel.
yeah,
When I feel really alone, that's all I have is YouTube.
yeah,
And thank God for that, because we need it in these day and age.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, you
Yeah.
are right. I'm not from that generation.
mm-hmm.
I'm almost baby boomers
yeah,
generation, me myself, and I am not used to be with something that there is
You're
no
talking to a
touching, no hugging,
It's
no
virtual.
kissing, no
Virtual
no
reality.
sharing the ideas, not seeing to each other from our eyes,
Mhm.
because I want to see their eyes and
Mhm.
to feel their soul and to feel more warm inside. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. I'm so sorry. I
Yes.
love you, but
It's like taking.
I don't know you.
It's like back to the food analogy. It's like taking vitamins.
Yes.
You miss the real food.
Food
Like, it's like taking a
taste.
tablet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good analogy.
That is something. Yeah. That's
Thank you
We'll
for
see.
sharing.
Yeah, wonderful.
I love
Thank
to
you.
talk. Thank you. And thank you guys for listening this weird three woman.
Bye.
fine.
Bye.